And so this full moon typically on the spectrum will highlight that in your life. It will highlight, because we're all, we're human beings, and it's very tempting for human beings to be like, the reality I find myself in, the challenges I find myself in are just what they are. Um, but the shining forward of the full moon in Capricorn is what's meant to illuminate that no matter how dark a circumstance seems, no matter how unclear your path forward, that you're actually in, and here we go over to Cancer, a fluid universe that does care about you. And so that's that spectrum, is realizing that those are one in the same thing. And that even though reality is harsh, right? It seems harsh sometimes. It is what it is. That it's more than it appears. And the more is the fluid, caring, loving spiritual guidance that comes through. So there's this full moon. And so we're having a release and a fulfillment from the material, from the tangible, from the physical, sensual plane, and into the Cancerian, right? Which we're going to have a full Mercury retrograde to consider. And the Cancerian aspect of that is that material reality itself is fluid, that no situation you find yourself in, no body, no predicament, no reality is the final reality. That what appears to be solid, what appears to be unyielding, will actually shift and give. And that on an even higher level, consciousness itself can help us shape material reality. Okay, so that concept could be taken just literally like you come up with a plan to make something and then you make it. I'm going to bake a cake. Now I have baked a cake, right? Very simple form of that. And then on sort of the more complex or etheric plane, when human beings collectively decide something, like we're not going to abide by violence and war, or we are going to create a world of love, right? Then something also begins to shift in the material plane.